From decades past, man has always known that there was something different about us, separate from other life forms on Earth. And maybe it was our opposable thumbs, our upright gait, or our need to ensure civilization. It's clearer now that our level of mentation is key, being able to make rational decisions even in the midst of very strong emotions, ego, or even our instincts. Yet this doesn't always go according to plan. How come we can do things like tie our shoelaces or find food, but it's more difficult to do things like find out what you want to do with your life? So, in figuring out how humans reason, I'd like to tell you the story of a man called Phineas Gage. The rod that wasn't spared. Gore. Perhaps the only way to describe an iron rod plunging into someone's skull. For an unsuspecting Phineas Gage, it was supposed to be just a regular day at work at the railroad station. But life, it seemed, and as you can imagine, had other plans. In an improbable freak accident following an explosion while blasting at rocks, the tamping iron at the blasting site ricocheted right through Phineas's face. In one of the worst cases of wrong timing, wrong place ever, the rod somehow passed behind his left eye, out through the skull, through the frontal bone. Which, yikes. A moment of silence, please. Well, except Phineas didn't die. In fact, it took a while, but he survived and even went on to live his life until his friends and family began to notice a difference in rationality. You see, he was previously described as perfectly healthy, strong and active young man, 25 years of age, nebulous temperament. His change was shocking. He began to become more faithful, irreverent, indulging at times in the grossest profanities, which was not previously his custom, manifesting but little deference for his fellows, impatient of restraint or advice when it conflicts with his desires, at times pertinaciously obstinate, devising many plans of future operations which are no sooner arranged than they are abandoned, in turn for others appearing more feasible. Too long didn't read, he became problematic. What does this mean for the human brain? Well, this unfortunate event became a milestone in the way we understood the brain. Prior to getting functional scans that now tell a clearer story, all we had was assumptions. And then came this interesting one. What if the front of the brain was necessary for reasoning and making rational judgments? And it turned out to be right. This part of our brain helps us to not be primitive, deferring only to instinct with no sense of self-control. And even more functional parts of the brain have been discovered, like how the back is necessary for vision or how the sides are necessary for hearing and language. The frontal lobe was found to be necessary for cognition, which, fancy words aside, simply just means the seat of reasoning and knowledge. But even more interesting is what we know about the development of the brain, which is from the back to the front, meaning that the front is the last place to be developed. And there have been some theories that even in adulthood, it isn't fully matured yet, and there have been some age ranges that it's expected to get fully matured. I don't want to get into that, so I'm just going to leave that research with the supposed age in the description box. Now, it's important to know that the frontal lobe is not just necessary for solving difficult math, but also necessary for forward thinking, being able to think ahead and really fully plan. The frontal lobe is where we move beyond the futile search for black and white solutions as we learn to tolerate and act on better shades of grey. It's truly fascinating. Alright, Alright, thank you so much for watching. My name is Ojuolape. I am a medical doctor living in Nigeria who likes to explore the human behavior in my work and through my art. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and click on the like button if you like this video. Let me know what some of your thoughts are. Do you think there's a specific age that we do fully mature? I'd love to know what you think in the comments, and as always, I will see you